Hey, it's the first breakdown of 2025, the first win for the Chicago Cubs in 2025, and it was the domestic home opener for the Diamondbacks. But for the Cubs, the last time they played in Arizona to start a season, a domestic season, they won 16-6 April 4th of 2005. There you go. That's back in the Ramos Ramirez, Derek Lee days. So anyway, we're hoping to repeat that. Not hoping to repeat that season. It wasn't a very good season, but hoping to repeat that on opening day. And the big thing for the Cubs last year, not good with runners in scoring position. Doesn't matter if it was 1 out. Doesn't matter if it was 2 outs. With 2 outs, they were batting .226. With regular runners in scoring position situations, .244. That's not going to cut it for a team that needs to score runs in order to win. But that's what they did on this night. They scored with 2 outs, runners in scoring position. We're going to take you to this breakdown. We're going to show you everything of why this works so well for the Cubs. And also, Zac Gallen, very good against the Cubs in his career. So you go into this game not feeling so hot. .260 ERA in 6 games against the Cubs. But he didn't have it. Let's go to the highlights. So the very first look of Zac Gallen not having it, this 2-strike pitch to Nico Hoerner, and it just goes straight into the dirt. Zac Gallen says, that's not what I wanted. About a pitch later, 2 pitches later, I should say, hangs the slider right down the middle, 85 down the middle. Nico knows he missed it, but that's okay because the very next batter is Pete Crow Armstrong. Pete Crow Armstrong is a very difficult guy to walk. Last year, Pete Crow Armstrong, according to Baseball Savant, in the 11th percentile for walks. 5.1% of the time, Pete Crow Armstrong. Well, Zac Gallen gets ahead, fastball, inside corner. Then he tries to throw the changeup. He did not have that changeup at any point tonight. Outside, cutter, inside and high. Fastball on 2-1, not even close. 93, a foot outside. Also, not even close on the fastball. 93, up and away. You do not want to walk Pete Crow Armstrong. The dude's probably going to have 50 stolen bases this year, and you just put him on a guy who only walks 1 out of every 20 at-bats, which that even feels high. And this is going to happen. After a 1-0 curveball outside to Matt Shaw, PCA is on the move, and he's got that stolen base easily. No problem. What are you doing? Okay. I don't like that. Ketel Marte, it's not that I don't like the play from Ketel Marte. You can do this. This is baseball. Go ahead, pretend like the ball is going into center field, but I don't like PCA falling for that right away. As you can see, Marte, after he catches the ball, it's in center field. PCA says if it is, wait, no, it's not. And he gets back. He's laughing. I wouldn't have been laughing if he would have been out. I don't think any of us would have been. That leads to a 4-pitch walk to Matt Shaw, who, by the way, has not looked very good in his at-bats so far. So Zac Gallen is doing the Cubs a favor. That's also 8 pitches in a row for balls. And then this is number 9. So leads to a little meeting at the mound. Hey, what's going on? Can't figure out anything. This is opening day. You're supposed to be good on opening days. Zac Gallen, by the way, going into this game, very good in his first start of the season. 6 times, 5 of those 6, 0 or 1 earned runs. That's not how it happened tonight, though. After 9 balls in a row and the meeting on the mound, well, there's number 10, fastball outside, and then here's number 11, curveball. He wanted it, didn't get it. And then the 3-0, that's a ball. It's a strike? Say what? Dude's thrown 11 balls in a row, and you give him that on 3-0? 3 or 4 inches below the knee on Amaya. And Amaya actually looks like he wanted to stay. So I'm like, yeah, go ahead and call a strike. I want to be in the 3-1 driver's seat. Well, problem is, because that one was called a strike, Amaya basically swings at the exact same pitch on 3-1. Looks like an easy double play for the Diamondbacks. But, that's right. The Cubs have speed here in 2025. Matt Shaw already at second base. So that means instead of a double play, it's second and third with 2 outs, and you have to cash in here. This guy's on the ropes. Zac Gallen doesn't know where the pitch is going. He doesn't know where anything's going right now. So Ian Happ is going up with a plan. And it looks like he's sitting curveball. That is one of the only pitches that Gallen has been consistently throwing for strikes. He's a little out in front of it, breaks his bat, line drive down the line there. You can see where that pitch ends up. Remember this location, 82 down the middle. Happ says, okay, throw me another one of those curveballs. I would like to see that in the zone. Well, on the 0-1, misses outside with a changeup. Again, couldn't find that changeup. Then fastball high, 93, not close. Happ says, okay, there it is. I was waiting for it. That curveball again, 82. I told you to remember that location. 2-run double. Man, that was a beautiful thing. We watched that live. And yeah, I was a little bit excited when that happened.
Oh, come on, baby.
There it is. Let's go.
That's what is up. Attaboy, Happer.
That was from our live stream in case you missed it. That's okay. We'll do more of those this year. All right. Then Kyle Tucker, very next pitch, little cutter on the inside. Doesn't hit it all that hard, but gets lucky, and that's what Kyle Tucker needs a little bit of. That's another 2-out hit, another 2-out run, 3-1 Cubs. They're in the driver's seat now. After a home run from Eugenio Suarez off of Justin Steele, it's now 3-2. Ian Happ now says, okay, curveball last time. I bet you I don't get a curveball this time, and he was right on a 1-1 pitch. Zac Gallen darts the fastball, and Ian Happ says, okay, you figured out how to locate that fastball. Let's go to work then. What are you going to throw me on a 1-2 pitch? Change up down low. Look at Gallen's response. He's like, oh my gosh, you were supposed to swing at that one. I finally threw a changeup where I wanted to, and you didn't swing. All right, I'm going to go back to the fastball, says Gallen. And Ian Happ says, thank you. That is the first home run for Ian Happ this year, the first home run for the Cubs. If you had it on your bingo card that Ian Happ would hit the first home run of the year, you should have, honestly, because he did it in 2018, 2020, 2023, and 2025. He's pretty good at hitting the first home run of the year for the Cubs. Makes it 4-2, and then the Cubs go back to work in the fifth inning. Michael Busch with the leadoff single, new pitcher Ryan Nelson after 2 outs. Pete Crow Armstrong lines one into right field on a 98-mile-an-hour fastball, first and second with 2 outs. Matt Shaw comes up, 2-2 pitch, puts it in play. Perdomo, that looks like it's going to be an easy out to first. No, he throws it to second. Why are you throwing the ball to second? That's Pete Crow Armstrong. Oh, yeah. What does he say? Let's watch it. I think it's right effing now. Yeah, that's right effing now. All right, let's look at this one from the aerial view. Perdomo just has no feel for his timing there. No reading the room. That would have been an easy out at first base, guys. And if you're going to, JD talked about it on the broadcast too, if you're going to go to second on that, you got to charge in. And there's no reason to charge in when there's 2 outs. Matt Shaw's got some speed, I get it, but that's a pretty routine out to first base. So major mental mistake by Perdomo, which, by the way, here in 2025, we're calling those setup sins. What are setup sins? Well, they're when guys make plays like that. 2-out walks, leadoff walks, throwing to the wrong bases, hitting a guy to lead off an inning, errors, throwing to the wrong base, running through a stop sign, swinging on a 3-0 pitch when you're not the tying run. These are all what we're calling setup sins. And by the way, we track that. This game, we're going to track it in all the games. The Diamondbacks led, meaning not in a good way. They had the most mistakes, the most setup sins, 7. The Cubs had 5. This was one of them. And it led to really a big decision maker in this game because Miguel Amaya, by the way, on a 1-1, gets a fastball down the middle, and that's a sword. If you don't know what a sword is, that's a goofy swing on a 1-1. So Ryan Nelson says, yeah, he didn't think I was throwing that fastball. I'm going to throw him another one of those on a 1-2, and Miguel Amaya was sitting on it. 97, lines at Jake McCarthy with a great try, but no. And there's the speed. Clears the bases. Matt Shaw, come on in all the way from first. That is a bases clearing double. Miguel Amaya just picking up where he left off from 2024, and that's huge. Miguel Amaya and PCA, when they were hitting last year, the Cubs offense was rolling, and that's what you saw on this opening day in Arizona. 6th inning, Nico Horner, another 2-out RBI down the line, and Nico with a great game too, by the way. Got on 3 times. 2 hits, both to the right side. That's what you love to see from Nico. After having a shortened spring training, I was really paying attention to his at-bats, and he looked like he was on. And then we don't want to overlook this. It's the 9th inning. Cubs are up 8-5. It's not 2 outs, but Miguel Amaya with another 2-run double, and this puts the game out of reach. No longer a save situation. This was what the Cubs were not good at last year, putting games away. Amaya does that with a 1-out, 2-run double. Cubs go on to win this one 10-6. Ryan Presley still looked like Ryan Stressley in the 9th inning. Not liking the look of that so far. This was your first breakdown of 2025. Let me know what you thought of it in the comments. We'll be doing a lot more of these.